So one of the things that I have come to understand from working with clients for over 15 years is that we as humans are absolutely amazing at naming the things that we don't like. We can point out the things that are painful. We can point out how painful they are. We can name whose fault it is and why it is painful. The thing that we are significantly less good at is naming what we want to have instead. And only knowing what is wrong is a good thing in helping us to know that we want to change, but it's not enough to create change because we have to know the direction we want to go. And so today, as we continue my favorite phrase series, I'm going to share with you a simple phrase that has transformed my life and my ability to move forward. Not only do I use it when I'm tapping, but I also use it when I'm writing a goal list. And so today, I'm going to share that simple phrase with you and how it can change the way you move forward. This is Monterastelli, and welcome to the Tapping Q&A podcast recorded live to tape from Williamsburg in Brooklyn. This is episode 558, originally aired May 10th, 2023. Hi, everyone. I hope this finds you well wherever you are and whatever time of day you're getting a chance to enjoy this. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. Today, we're going to continue my favorite phrase series, and I'm going to share with you a very simple phrase that has completely transformed the way I move forward, the way I vision, and most importantly, how I solve problems. Now, before we jump into this, just a quick reminder that we're going to be talking about tapping. And if you are brand new to tapping, all you need to do is go to learntotap.com. And if you look right now in that upper right-hand corner, follow a little arrow, click on the link, and it will take you to everything you need to know in order to be able to tap along with us. But the beautiful thing about today's little lesson is you don't actually have to tap in order to be able to engage with it. So years ago, I was introduced to this really interesting phrase. And the phrase is very, very simple. The phrase is this or something better. And when I was originally introduced to it, I was introduced to it when I was working on a goal list. And I cannot remember, and I wish I remembered so I could give them credit, who I had received this piece of information from. But the explanation was really, really simple. We are very, very good at naming the things that we don't want. Like our subconscious mind is specifically built to get us out of the things that are painful, either to recognize pain in the moment, to recognize danger in the moment, or to recognize possible danger in the future so we can escape it, so we can survive, so we can thrive, so we can move forward as a species. And when we're at the very bottom end of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, when we're just trying to manage our own safety, trying to make sure we have shelter, we have food, we have health, working from a place of simply avoiding pain is a perfect place for us to be as we're operating in the world. But as we move up that hierarchy and we start getting into the place where we're wondering about like the way that we feel and creating enlightenment and creating things that we love, simply avoiding pain is not something that is going to get us to that particular place. And as we step into this place of creation, what we're doing is we're moving from that subconscious mind to our conscious mind. And being able to dream and being able to vision is something that is a skill. And so if we're in a circumstance where we create a vision of some sort, I want to move towards something, to start out with, we're bad at coming up with those particular things. And the second thing that happens is it is possible for me to get super fixated on a particular outcome. I decide that this is where I am as bad, this is where I would like to go as good, and therefore we are convinced this is what the outcome that we want is, and we have very, very focused on that. And having that sense of focus is actually something that's good. It's not a bad thing for us not to have focus, because when we're focused, we're able to move forward, we're able to take action, we're able to be super, super deliberate about what is in front of us. But when that happens, we can have so much focus that we end up putting blinders on. And with those blinders on, we only see what's in front of us and we miss other opportunities. And so if we work from that presupposition that we aren't necessarily great at visioning the things that we would like to add to our lives, then it's important that we do something that opens our perspective, that makes it easier for us to see things and not be so fixated. And so for me, that phrase is this or something better. And so if I'm writing a goal, I would like to have a business that transforms 100,000 people's lives. They live authentic lives and they take the action that they want. That's a pretty good goal. Like, that's a great thing. That's something I'm really working towards. And then I say this or something better. And what that does in that particular case, something better might not be 100,000 people. But instead, it might be the type of connection I have with an audience that I'm serving, the type of change I help them to create, and realize that as I step into this and as I start working with people, it's not that I want to help them just make an authentic choice, but create impact that's lasting. And so if I only have one vision, I miss that opportunity. And so by saying this or something better, what I'm doing is I'm giving myself permission to have a more open mind as I engage what is in front of me. It's almost like I'm telling my subconscious mind, you have permission as we are moving forward to keep scanning what is out there to see what is possible for me to lock onto. And so what it does is it helps me to keep moving forward because I'm heading towards that goal, but it does it in such a way that I'm open to possibility. Because almost every great thing that I have had in my life was not the original vision that I was going for. The original vision got me to take action. It got me out of the pain. It got me out of the discomfort. But what it didn't do is it didn't get me to the landing spot. It just created the momentum. And then along the way, new opportunities, new chances, even new challenges showed up that gave me a greater vision of what was in front of me. And because there was that greater vision, I was able to pivot. I was able to change. So there are two ways that I use this phrase. Number one, like I just shared with you, every single time I write a goal statement, every single time I say my goal statement out loud, every single time I make a statement of something that I want, I just tack on this or something better. Even when I'm talking to a friend, what I'd really like to do is blah, 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 that or something better. And it's always fun because when I say that to other people, there's a little acknowledgement, a little laugh, like, oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. Like it strikes people in a funny way because it's a funny phrase and we don't normally do it. So that's number one. Number two, anytime I am tapping for transformation, anytime I am tapping on something that I want to change, even if it's something like, I just want this pain to end, I really want the pain in my neck to end. This or something better. I really want to be healthy. This or something better. And it's so interesting, just as I do this little demonstration, I want to be healthy. This or something better. As I did that in my mind, I went from being healthy to having vitality and energy. Because there's a difference between me just being healthy, which is not sick, which is managing my day without pain, and stepping into my day with energy and life and vigor. And so it's great to say, I want to be healthy. Ooh, what I really want is I want to have vigor. And so what it does is it just immediately starts opening up as we're tapping to what is the possibility. And sometimes there is a part of us that is afraid to claim a big goal. I want to write a book that sells 1 million copies. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought that. And if I say that out loud, all of my friends are going to make fun of me. And that's such a silly, impossible goal for someone like me who has no writing experience. And so even in our visioning, we hold ourselves back. And so by tapping, I would like this or something better. I would like this or something better. All of the resistance that comes up to the thing that I want or how I'm pulling short in my statement, if I'm tapping on this or something better, what it does is it gives me permission to demonstrate that it is safe for me to have a bigger goal. That doesn't mean it's going to work out perfectly. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be pain along the way, but it creates a sense of safety for me to step into in that particular way. And so this or something better does two things for us really well. One is it opens our minds so we're noticing the things that are out there. And two, when we are tapping, what it does is it gives us the ability to find the resistance to a big goal, tap on it, and give ourselves permission to dream a little bigger. Because I'm only going to go as far as I reach. And if I reach to a small goal, that's as far as I'm going to go. If I reach to a bigger goal, I'm going to go farther. I might not get all the way there, but it's unlikely for me to go past a goal that I'm not working for. And so this or something better just creates that space. So as you are tapping on whatever you want to let go of, add the phrase this or something better. As you are tapping and then naming the thing that you want instead, add the phrase this or something better. If you are enjoying this particular little training, what I'd really encourage you to do right now is to check out the entire My Favorite Phrase series. As you look on the screen right now, you can see the playlist that you can click onto and explore all of the other ones. We got them locked and loaded in a row, and you can just listen to one after the other after the other. For Tapping Q&A, this is Monterastelli. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you real soon.